All right, let's get right into it. On August 8th, 2025, OpenAI just dropped a bombshell. Its next-generation AI model, GPT-5. So today, we're going to break down exactly what makes this release such a huge deal and really how it's about to change our relationship with AI forever.
So let's start with a really simple but kind of profound question that frames this whole thing. What if genius was actually free? I mean, what if the smartest mind you could ever hope to talk to was available to literally everyone instantly? That right there, that's the big idea behind this launch.
And OpenAI didn't beat around the bush. They put it right out there with this powerful mission. Doctorate-level intelligence for everyone. And look, this isn't just some catchy slogan. For the very first time, their absolute best, most advanced model is available to all users, not just the paying subscribers. It's a massive move to put world-class AI into the hands of billions.
So, what's new under the hood? Well, the first major change is that GPT-5 is now this single, integrated model. So, gone are the days of having to manually switch between different modes for, browsing the web or analyzing data. The system is just smart enough now to figure out what you want and pick the right tool for the job all by itself. This is really the headline here. It's not just a little bit better. It's a fundamental leap. It's way smarter in its reasoning, it's faster in its responses, and it's just more intuitive to use. But the most groundbreaking part, the part we have to keep coming back to, these top-tier abilities are now for everybody, whether you're a paid user or not.
Okay, let's talk performance, because a smarter AI is only really useful if you can trust it, right? One of the biggest problems for older models has always been reliability. Sometimes they would just make stuff up, what everyone calls AI hallucinations. GPT-5 was built from the ground up to fix this. And the results are just staggering. I mean, look at that drop. The factual error rate just plummeted from over 20% in the last model to under 5% in GPT-5. Now, that is not a small adjustment. It's a huge leap in reliability. It makes this the most trustworthy AI OpenAI has ever put out for just, practical, real-world use. And its power goes way beyond just facts. It gets into these super complex fields like computer programming. On the SW bench, which is a really tough test for solving real-world software problems, GPT-5 just set a new record. It's not just keeping up anymore. It is actively pulling ahead of its biggest rivals from Anthropic and Google. Even in math, which has always been a classic weak spot for these language models, the performance is just incredible. On these notoriously difficult AMY competition math problems, GPT-5 scored a jaw-dropping 94.6% accuracy. This isn't just a little bit of progress, it's a genuine breakthrough in logical reasoning. But benchmarks are just numbers on a page. The real magic, the really cool part, happens when you see what this model can actually do, how it can take a simple idea in your head and turn it into a real thing, right in front of your eyes. Check this out. In one of the demos, a user just asked GPT-5 to create a web app to help them learn French. And in just a few minutes, it spit out all the code. But then came the fun part. The user asked for a mouse and cheese themed snake game to be added in, and just like that, the AI wrote and plugged in a fully working game. I mean, this is development at the speed of a conversation. It's wild. And it's not just about code. Its creative writing has gotten so much better too. To show this off in a pretty funny way, the team had GPT-5 write a eulogy for its older brother, GPT-4o. And it was clever, it was funny, and honestly surprisingly human. It's just a perfect little example of its upgraded style and nuance. Now, all this power isn't just for chatting with an AI. And this is a really crucial point. This launch gives a whole new toolbox to the developers and businesses who are out there building the next wave of AI apps. And they're making it both more powerful and cheaper. So OpenAI rolled out this new 3-tiered API system. You've got the flagship GPT-5 for maximum power on really complex stuff. Then there's GPT-5 Mini, which is perfect for balancing performance and cost. And finally, GPT-5 Nano, which is built for insane speed and efficiency, for apps that need instant responses for tons of users. It just gives developers so much flexibility.
But here's the real kicker for all those builders out there. The main GPT-5 API is now half the price of what GPT-4o used to be. This doesn't just make it easier for startups to get in the game, it puts enormous pressure on all their competitors. It's basically an open invitation for every developer to come build on OpenAI's platform, using the best AI on the planet for a fraction of the cost.
Okay, so let's bring this all back home. What do all these techie upgrades actually mean for you when you open up ChatGPT? Well, it means your personal AI assistant just got a major promotion. You're getting a bunch of new features to really make the experience your own. You can pick custom AI personalities for different kinds of chats. You can even change the colors of the interface. Its memory is way better, so it'll actually remember what you were talking about before. Plus, and this is big, it now plugs right into Google Calendar in Gmail, making it a much more useful assistant.
And maybe the most important thing of all, that huge jump in accuracy we talked about, it means you can have way more confidence in its answers. So whether you're a student trying to get help with homework, or you're trying to make sense of complicated health information, GPT-5 is designed to be a much more reliable and trustworthy partner.
And all of this brings us back to that final big question. OpenAI has put a tool of pretty much unprecedented power into the hands of the many, not just the few. So when everyone has a genius in their pocket, a creative partner, a tireless assistant, what problems are we going to solve first? That is the truly exciting part, and it's a future that's starting right now.